name is Amber Talent, and I've lived on Kauai for 31 years. I moved here with my hand-dyed clothing business, which I let go of after Hurricane Iniki. I stayed away from plant dyes because they're so complicated and you have to use so many different mordants and things. But he said, well, there's plenty indigo growing out by the Lo'i. And he showed me the plants, and I got a book and I started reading. He helped me because you have to cook the leaves. The indigo is made. The plant itself is very it's very common looking. It looks like a weed. The seeds, I think, were brought by the Japanese or Okinawans who came to Kauai to work the sugar. And they brought the seeds. The seeds are teeny tiny. They brought the seeds probably in little packages and planted them. And the indigo needs a lot of water, so they planted them next to the taro patches, the Lo'i. And I think that the early Japanese and Okinawans used that indigo to make dye because it's a traditional dye for their work clothes. So I have a combination of what I grow and then supplementing it with the pre-reduced indigo. That's what they call it, pre-reduced indigo. But I have a vat out here. I don't know, maybe you want to see the vat? It's really pretty. Can you see that bronze? That's known as the flower. And then underneath the flower, it's green. And when you dye the fabric, it comes out green, like this almost chartreuse green. And then as it gets exposed to oxygen, it turns blue. It is like magic. When you pull the piece out and it's green and you watch it just turn blue. And then to get, indigo comes in many, many shades of blue. What I do is I usually dip a piece 2 or 3 times at least. Sometimes I dip it and then after the first dipping it dries and I tie it off. I do the shibori and I dip it again so I get a 2-tone thing. Sometimes, like with the pillow covers, I'm just doing white because I like that sharp contrast of white and blue. I got started with upcycling when I first discovered indigo because I needed inexpensive garments that I could just play with. And it turned out to be a real success. Scarves are a new project, and they are, the genesis was that my sister, who is a designer, on the mainland does draperies. She had all of this excess linen fabric, drapery fabric. And I said, well, send me some of it. And she did, and I looked at it, and I said, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so light, I can't make clothing out of it, it's got to be scarves. It's all linen from Ireland. Now I do a combination. Sometimes I do just indigo, and sometimes I do just Procyon, depending on how I'm feeling, what the garment is. But I like to do a combination of underdyeing with Procyon to get a background color, and then overdyeing with indigo. So that's one thing, is when you're producing something for the marketplace, you've got to let go of it. You've got to let go of it. You know, whoever wants it, gets it. And they want it because they love it. Not because they've seen it somewhere before, or, you know, it's because everything's new and different.
That is wonderful. This is the way the world, I think, needs to go. You know, we each have to investigate for ourselves what it is that we hold value in, and what we love. You know, and not just follow the crowd.
Right.
So that's why I'm so glad that you're going to be part of my originals.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad. I mean, it's just magic.
Okay, that's good.